Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is news time again from this very good channel. Welcome back. How are you all doing? Hope you're good. I pray that God will be with you in your endeavors. Today, we have another update for you. And I want you to, after listening to it, you drop your opinion and suggestions you have so that Biafra will be free. And that's just it. Okay, let's go there.
I just want to make a quick reaction video based on what is going on after the fundraising yesterday. Some people are very, very funny. I mean, people who claim that they went to see PM, they have talked to PM and all that, they decided to, what they normally do is to copy everything. All right. And before then, let me say this. I will try my best to minimize some of the things that we normally do here, okay? Especially based on the issue of why he's such in France. I believe that has been nailed. I believe that Biafrans have known what she represents. I believe that she's just seeking for relevance this time, and I will try my best to, not that I'm not going to talk about that, but I'm going to minimize. Why? I want her to talk to herself and respond to herself. Hopefully, that will work. Because some of you that are watching me or following USB government, or you understand, you claim that you don't follow anybody, and you don't find what she's doing as something that is right, but somehow you're still going back to her to watch her. You are the reason why she's still broadcasting. I don't want to tell you watch this person or don't watch this person, or follow this person, don't follow this person. I don't want to do that. But we are all matured. Whatever you are doing, you know the meaning of what you are doing. You know when somebody is getting it right or wrong. So if you actually see that she's not getting it right, why are you still going back to her and watch her? Yesterday in fundraising, somebody made a comment and said that why Isosha is somewhere now, waiting for the fundraiser to finish, that she's gonna come out and start crying. You are still waiting, you're expecting her to what she will do. What is her? Tell me mention one value that her video is adding to your well-being. Nothing. You don't learn anything from that. Instead of learning something, you are just watching her playing saga, dragging and people and insulting everybody. Is that what you want? I don't think that's what you want. So please, before we go further, I want you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, tell us what you think about what we are discussing here, put your comment, okay, so that we may know your own side of the story. Now, after the fundraising, like I told you, what Nkere and their camp normally do is copy. USB government and her cabinet members normally use this slogan that it is raining. That is raining here. I believe that CS is one that initiated that word. Do you know that is a very big, thorn in their flesh? They don't like it. They are not copying that. They made a screenshot of their people raising hands, and it could be staged. Even if it's not staged, it does not represent anything. And I'm not here to drag anything, but just to set the record straight. Let me count. I cannot flip the camera because I'm recording the video. If you are in live stream, that I would have shown you the screenshot I'm talking about, but I will use it as the carnival here. That's the thumbnail of this video. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 people raised their hands. And out of that 14 people, Chiamaka Jere is number 1. This is why I said they told themselves raise hands. Another one is Sonny. This is the one the name I can capture here. Because what people know is to lie and to deceive. They told themselves, okay, Mas, raise your hand. From that Zoom meeting, they raise their hand, somebody take the screenshot, and they're using that now to make a post saying that it's raining here. This is not to say that nobody's paying money to them. But why must you lie to people for you to deceive them and get money from them? This screenshot here, because every day now, what they're doing now is every day lying. So we will devote more time to expose more lies. I prefer people who will tell me this is this, even though they're not proud of it. All right. For example, that this remote here, okay, this thing, that this is the size of the remote. This is what the color is the black, and just tell me that to tell me that this remote is as big as like this, is as fat as this. This remote is not the only remote. You can make call with it. Lying just because you want me to see you as someone that knows everything, that you have everything. It doesn't go that way with me. I don't like it. Now, this person called Eunice PB, these women in Nkere camp are all liars. I have not seen a single person, one single person, one woman that is decent among them. What I mean by decent, I'm not saying that they are not faithful to their husband. What I'm talking about is lying to the Biafrans, supporting evil. And I will take it step by step so that you that are going to watch this video will understand this, what I mean by that. For example, Eunice PB. Eunice PB is somebody that is faceless. Nobody know her. Even before when PM was here, he don't talk. She don't talk. She is representing nothing. But she's now one of the media heading what? Propaganda, lies, and deceit. She's the one that made this screenshot that I'm talking about. This raise hand of a thing that is raining hand. Now let us read from her the caption she put on that picture. She said, "Aka Chukwudia copying another Rama's statement." Our own is to tell you, copying another Rama's quote, Aka Chukwudia. They don't use their own word. It did not end there. She went further by using COS and USB's slogan. Aka Chukwudia, it is raining. He said it is rained. Now, grammar. This is the same woman that have been insulting people on social media about their illiterate and all that. It is rained. It is rained a gemma. It is rained a gemma. Okay. It can only get better. No matter how Ngozi Orabifulani, Deputy Prime Minister of the Psychiatric Hospital of Georgia, tries with her stooges. Their propaganda have failed them. Biafrans now know the truth. God bless Biafra. And the one thing about this movie is that they actually believe that they are the only one that have eyes to see. They believe that they are the only one that have eyes to see. How can you? Because even last week, one of them said that was celebrating Chiamaka, was celebrating that they are winning. Is it all about you winning or about you getting Biafra? What actually have you won? You win what? You talked about Biafrans following you. Who are those ones? For example, the screenshot here, Chiamaka, Sonny appeared. From it is raining, Biafra has not getting to know, Biafra now know the truth. What is the truth I'm talking about? Have you ever checked your comment to know what Biafrans, an average Biafrans feel about you? Your own, you form the executive. The executive to you are meant to govern or take decision for ordinary citizens or ordinary people of Biafra, right? But when ordinary people are supposed to represent, you abandon that executive post to jump into position or the level of ordinary people and begin to act as if you're ordinary people, whereas the executive. For example, you said that it's raining, but you are the one raising hands secretly, and you told your teammates or your media people to capture that and start using slogans of CS or USB that is raining. What is raining actually? We know if it is raining. The same you after saying that it's raining this week, you start making posts. You start by making posts telling Biafrans, asking Councillor Abese, the money that Biafrans are donating to them, to her, what is she using it for? I thought you say it's raining. Why don't you use that water that you capture, water that you have already, received from the rainfall, and begin to water your field? You are looking for somebody to water it for you. You are looking for somebody to water your field, your garden for you. After telling us that it is raining, so meaning that your garden is somehow dry, isn't it? So I hope that this issue of telling customer better to bring the money that the people prefer donate to her, what she using it for. You cannot use it is raining for just saying sake. We know that, and many of you are liars and deceivers. Until you stop lying, then we begin to at least take you serious. But as long as you are lying, as long as you keep on pretending and lying, you go nowhere. Okay? He said this one, Briggy. Another, okay, this one really, all these people, these are names that we normally see on X, iPhone, whatever. These are people that she claimed that there is raining. Now, moving from Eunice PB, let us touch some of them. I'm not going to touch everything, but if you know, you know, because they can never ever hide from this truth. One of them that called herself Ada. I don't know. Many of you know her role, lying and trying to deceive their friends. They said they went to CPM. Another lie. Another lie. Then after saying that you went to CPM, what happened? The only message you could come up with is PM told you to maintain your brig, stand tall, and all that, which is a lie. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that at all. It's not only that one. Many of you can remember how Nkere was elected. According to them, they said election, right? These people told us that conflict resolution committee is now the INEC, which is another sabotage and lie, copying Nigerian electoral process into Biafra. How? You may ask, what do you mean by that? Now, listen. PM is the Prime Minister, COS is the second, then Nkere Financial Minister, and Sona Barawa Information Minister, Deputy Information Minister, and the list go on and on. Then when PM was arrested or called for questioning, what happened? They used conflict resolution committee to do the INEC job of electoral process, electoral commission, which is INEC and according to Nigeria. What INEC normally do is what they did. Recast your man back to election of Imo State that brought a whole Ozodema where he is today. From third position to the first position. They abandoned every other person and pick Nkere unopposed. Do you understand? Because Nkere did not contest with anybody. How can you say that's an election? It's a selection, right? And the body that actually claimed they elected him, who are there? Conflict Resolution Committee and other lies. How old is Mama Dago? How old? Somebody's grandpa. This will tell you, you only hear this youth of nowadays. No, it's not about the youth of nowadays. Somebody who lack integrity, it doesn't matter your age. Somebody who don't know what honor means, it doesn't matter your age. Why can we just overlook all those things and begin to somehow expect miracle from them? It doesn't happen that way. It has never happened. It cannot start by now. Do you realize that Nkere have intention of pushing herself to Biafrans, and nobody have lead Biafrans from that kind of method, from that kind of election, or being forced lead Biafra by force? You can't do that. That's why I said they are copying Nigerian electoral process, and that's scary to people who actually want to you know, leave Nigeria as a country. You want to form, you want to be your own country. You want to maintain your land and everything. You want to be yourself. There's no way you forge ahead with that kind of mentality. But people like Eunice always talk about COS this, COS that. Women, you know, they will tell you, friend, Imagine Kanu said that when Biafran women join the movement, everything will be okay. Not every woman, like Eunice and co. Not that. Now, you see somebody who claims that CS is a Fulani. But when you see them, they are the one living a life of Fulani. How? There is a screenshot or a chat, secret chat of Nkere media, planning and plotting on how to buy Biafrans, looking for a way to drag CS down and to do and undo against CS and USB government. They told us that they are working hard to put her, behind bar. This lady called Ify, another person, another woman from Nkere camp, Ify. Many of you know her on X. She is one of the members of those planning and plotting on how to, destroy their brother for them to give you Biafra. They ignore people that stand patient against PM publicly. They ignore people who claim that they will make sure that Biafra will not be declared. They ignore that. They ignore those who called Biafrans terrorists. They ignore all those things to chase somebody who actually supporting or believing in what they claim they believe on. That means they don't believe on anything at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the lies is second to none. And now, like I said, why I need to ignore most of the things about Adada Ramanan. This is not a pro. I may talk about it, but I don't think I'm still contemplating on that. I don't think that it's gonna be like I will normally do. Because one, I've seen many people saying that they have force irritate them, they don't want to hear from her anymore. We'll be playing that little by little, but not to invest more interest on that, because for you to shut her down is to stop. You have to stop talking about her. You have to ignore playing her messages, right? But keep on punching the lies. If she appears in the lies, drag her out, drag her there. Biafrans are watching with their keen interest to know what their intention is all about, to understand what they represent, to punch the lies and expose them beyond the repair. Because everybody's eyes is open, everybody's ear is listening to know who is getting it right. And I don't want this video to be too long. Do me a favor and like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell me what you think about what I've discussed so far. Do you feel comfortable when they lie? Because the lies is looking at us. You don't need to recite to find how they are lying or what the intention are. It is very, very open. Thank you, my people, and God bless you all. Bye bye for now.